Hey guys, welcome to day B of week 1 of the desk-bound athletic program. This is the second workout of the first week. I'm going to be showing you guys a workout flow and explaining some of the movements as we go. So just keep myself accountable and to give you guys some extra value so that you make sure you're getting the most out of this program. So the first exercise that we're going to start with is the wall pullover, right? Dumbbell pullover is my favorite exercise, but this can be a nice introduction if you don't have the equipment or if you simply can't quite tolerate the full dumbbell pullover just yet. So you can find your nearest wall, either a ledge or here on the actual wall, and basically you put your arms up, bring the butt back, and you're trying to get your head below your elbows and shoulders, and then from here you're going to think about pulling the wall down. So coming into this position, pulling the wall down. So this is a great way to kind of open up and get the shoulders used to that stretch at the bottom and gain strength here. If you bring your feet closer, it's going to be easier. If you bring your feet further, you're going to have more intensity, more load on the movement. This is a strength movement as much as it is a stretch. And you can get quite a pump here for building up the chest, lengthening the triceps, the diaphragm as you pull down. So really working that lengthened position, right? Here, if you bring your hands closer, you actually get more of a stretch. Further away lessens that stretch. So again, closer, easier. Further away is harder. The next exercise, now we've opened up the chest, we've opened up the triceps, the diaphragm. We're getting stronger in the muscles in that front side, right? Opening all this up and getting stronger in it. Now we're going to work the opposite side with banded pull aparts. So hands like this, take a band, start with a light one, work up to heavy. I like underhanded grip like so, and then pull the band apart using the muscles between your shoulder blades. Here, tucking the chin slightly, pulling it all the way apart. If you start with the lightest band and you find that it's still too hard for you, you can grab a little bit further away. That lessens the intensity on it. If you want to, if you're in between bands, you can grab closer to the middle. You see that's really hard to pry apart. The closer to the middle, the more resistance you'll get. So nice little pump here between the shoulder blades, strengthening those muscles between the shoulder blades to help us stabilize. The biggest thing here is just keeping it right across the upper chest. If you don't want to go here or too far up, right here. Controlling the way back gives you even more bang for your buck here. And if you don't have a band, you can actually just do this, find a corner of the wall. So I really like doing this here on the corner if I don't have a band, if I'm traveling, or any type of situation like that. If I'm not at the gym, you can actually just use a corner of two walls here, and you're prying the walls apart. So this is a great way to do it. This one, same thing. Further equals harder, more angle, more weight on your body. Closer is easier. You can get quite a pump just doing this as well, and then controlling it back. So you're gonna do about 20 reps there. I already feel a good pump in between the shoulder blades, so that part's nice. So now we've opened up that upper body. We're opening up our posture. We're working and strengthening the muscles that help us posture up. Now we're gonna work on more of those muscles, but a little bit lower, right down to the back, the spinal erectors that help you really lift things as well as keep that good posture and keeping the back extended. So the back extension, seated back extension in this case, helps you work on your ability to go from rounded to extended in the back, as well as lengthening some of these muscles here in the inner thigh. So it's a great alternative. You can also hold weight here at your chest as you come down. Get that little curl here, extend, come back up. So doing 15 to 20 repetitions here to strengthen those spinal erectors, lengthen the muscles here between the inner thigh. And of course, I much prefer using a back extension machine, 45 degree, 90 degree, both are great. But if you don't have that luxury at home, this is a great alternative. And doing this, let me show you guys, doing this with bands is also great because it mimics the strength curve of an actual back extension machine, right? So you can use bands here if you have them at home to then work on that, right? So coming down, you can hear it's good. Up, and then the hardest position is at the top, similar to a 45 degree back extension would be. Really isolating that lower back. Hardest at the top, easiest at the bottom. If you do 15 to 20 reps, you're going to get a nice pump in the lower back, putting money in the bank for your lower back, glutes, that entire posterior chain. It's a great exercise. Next, we're going to do the L-sit. I'm going to show you guys a few different variations that you can do from home for the L-sit, right? The most accessible one is putting it on a 1 minute timer, and then with the hands by your side, lifting one leg up at a time, right? So 1 to 2 seconds holding, swapping legs. 1, 2, swap it out. This is going to help you build up the strength, and this scales from easiest by leaning back to hardest by leaning forward, making you compress those lower abs and hip flexors. And once you build up the strength, with the alternating for 60 seconds, you can actually go into holding up both legs, and the goal here is 20 seconds. And that really lights up the core, especially the lower abs and hip flexors, which are the muscles that pick up your legs. So this helps you with sprinting, knee drive, and also helps support some muscles in the lower back, right? So we really want to be able to get strong here. It's an important muscle that's oftentimes ignored, and it gets tight and weak when we're sitting down all the time because, as you see here, most people sit with their legs parallel. Is a position where they're not using those hip flexors at all. So another way to access this is using a really sturdy chair, or like here, the end of my back porch, and you can start this decompressing here, the shoulders down, and this is basically an L-sit hold with the knees bent, but it really allows you to train this quite well. So you can start here. Somebody could actually just start lifting the legs up, and you're getting quite a effect on the hip flexors, right? So level 1 is lifting these legs up off the ground, holding that for a minute, harder than you think. And then here, level 2, holding yourself up and lifting the knees up. And then level 3 would be getting that full L-sit in this position, keeping the legs straight up. Oh, sorry, these are live, so my camera just fell. Let's see, can you still hear me? Can you still see me? Yeah, we are good. So showing the end result of the L-sit, which would be holding this position for about 20 seconds, right? Holding yourself up, bring the legs straight as you can, and holding that for 20 seconds. So that's the end goal on the L-sit. Next, we're going to do the wall pancake stretch. So this is a great exercise for lengthening and strengthening those adductor muscles. Traditional standing pancake would be here with the goal of getting your head to the ground, forehead to the ground, and being able to come up out of it, right? Movement ability, being able to get into and out of positions. So if this might be too much, it might give some people pain here on the inside of the knee. So I find that making it easier by doing it as a passive stretch first, so your tissues get used to that position, is easily done just by getting the glutes up to the wall. And then from here, you're gonna just let gravity do the work. So getting that big stretch, even if you're just coming to here, you might find this quite difficult, but then just let gravity do the work, and over time, you're get a little bit more flexible. So this is helping you improve your tissue tolerance here in the groin, so you're less likely to get hurt in those inner thigh muscles and lengthening that inner hamstring muscle. So really good exercise for that. And again, if you can't do the standing pancake, this one will help you prepare for that, which we might be seeing that in the next week's workout. So then we have our wall glute stretch. For this one, you just lay back, get a little bit far away from the wall, further than the wall pancake, and you're gonna bring one leg over the other to make a figure four with your body. You're gonna push down on the knee like so, and then you can just relax into that stretch, right? The closer that you are to the wall, if you want more stretch, get closer. Closer you are to the wall, the more stretch you're gonna get. So here, pushing down on the knee. This is a great stretch for opening up the outside of the glute, the outside of the hip, the outer glute portion. And if doing that on your back is a little bit too difficult or uncomfortable, you can actually scale this to just doing it sitting straight up, grabbing that leg, pushing down right there, right? If you want more stretch, you can bend your other leg, sitting Indian style like this, and then pushing down. I call this one the can opener, but yeah, it's just a seated glute stretch, and it's really good. And if that's a little bit too difficult for you, you can actually regress this even more by sitting by a chair. And I haven't found anybody that's unable to do this one. So you can sit at the edge of a chair and start lengthening the outer glute like this, figure four, and and then pushing down right there. So I hope that you found this helpful. If you're joining along with these, definitely comment below if you're interested in joining this. I'm running this every other month so that I can help more people get awesome mobility results and get out of pain, get back to playing sports. So make sure you subscribe for more, and thanks for watching, guys. It's going to be quite a few of these coming up over the next 30 days, so hope you enjoy, and I hope that it's helpful to you. Thank you.